Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video we're going to do our Game 16 review of the 2023-24 FPL season. And what ended up being quite a fortuitous week for us. We got 61 points, which as you can see was well above the average, and catapulted us into the top 120k. So knocking on the door of the top 100k, which would be excellent to hit. So if we have a look at the team, starting in goal, you can see Dubravka only getting 2 points. Really, that's not too bad considering they conceded 4, I think it was, against Tottenham. So 7 saves helped with that too. Absolutely dominated by Spurs. So we'll absolutely take the 2 points there. Simicast with 2 points, so probably just a goal conceded against Crystal Palace. Yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary there. Trippier, -1, did get a red card. Not sure if there was any attacking stats involved with that. No. Oh no, sorry, yellow card. So he must have reached the limit. So I guess 4 goals conceded didn't help. So -1, and won't play this week. But I think we can cover. Gabriel with 2 points. So again, conceding a goal against Arsenal. Aston Villa. Plays for Arsenal. Porro actually came in as our reserve, and 5 points is a nice return. So I'm pretty sure it was an assist. Yeah, so an assist for Porro was very nice to get in the team. I guess in the front sort of line, probably the key thing you can see is that we got Salah's vice captaincy score. So after he scored 13 in the early game, I was sort of thinking, oh, it'd be nice if they rested Haaland and get his double point. And as it turned out, he has been rested, a bit of a foot injury. So an outside chance of playing this week. But what I'd imagine is they'll save him for the World Club Championship, try to win that trophy. And then hopefully if he pulls up good from that, he'll be okay once he returns. So Son, he was under a bit of an injury cloud, and we held him, played him. Glad we did, because he ended up with 17. So I think a goal, 2 assists, yeah, and the 3 bonus points on top of that, a clean sheet point as well, being a midfielder. So pretty much a perfect return from Son. Considering he could have missed, it worked out pretty well. The Chelsea triple up didn't really work out. Sterling, Palmer, Jackson all getting the 1 point. So it looks like they got the win over. Oh no, they lost to Everton. Goals conceded. So 2-0 loss to Everton probably wasn't what we expected. Sterling coming off the bench, I'm assuming, only getting 24 minutes. Palmer playing the 90 minutes, but I guess getting the LA card didn't help. And Jackson, what did he do? He must have come off the bench too. So not the best week, but I guess with these sort of midweek games that we've just had, there's always that chance of rotation. So the fact we went up 80,000 spots overall sort of suggests that it was a tough week for a lot of people. Alvarez with an assist, playing 90 minutes up front. So that's a nice little return from him. And then obviously Haaland bench. Areola didn't play, so he's missed the last 2. I think maybe injury has something to do with that rather than form. What does it say on his wrist injury? So he might be back this week, but that's okay. We've got cover with Dubravka. Gordon, played most of the game, so probably lucky he wasn't a defender with 3 goals conceded. And Kabore couldn't play against Man City because he's actually on loan from Man City. So he might be back this week and might be very useful for our team. So I guess in terms of initial thoughts with transfers, I don't think we need to panic on Trippier. He's only out for 1 game. I can see maybe a few people bringing in Alexander-Arnold, but again, I don't think it's panic stations just yet. The other one is Haaland, which is an interesting one because likely he's not going to play this week, and then they're going to blank next week anyway. So misses the next two, and that is a lot of money to sit on the bench. But then I guess the issue is, what do you do, first of all, with him? And then obviously, how do you make sure you can bring him back in once he's fit and firing? So if we have a look at his info, so he is valued at 14 mil, so we won't lose any value if we do trade him out, which is nice. But I guess realistically, the only option would be to bring in Watkins. If we have a look at his info, so just gone through their sort of tough streak. He did blank against Man City and Arsenal, but as you can see, the draw is opening up a little bit with Brentford, Sheffield, Man United, and then after that, Burnley, Everton, Newcastle. Not so scary. As you saw with Tottenham opening them up, and Villa is in really good form. So, and then after that, really nice run of fixtures. So, I mean, if you're doing Haaland for Watkins, it's not going to be a long term sort of hold unless you flip an Alvarez or Jackson, which I'm not against. But I suppose, yeah, if you wanted to do that, bank the points over the next couple of weeks, it would be an aggressive move. You've got a lot of money sitting in the bank, so again, there's the temptation of bringing someone like an Alexander Arnold in to the defence. Maybe you could get in Saka, upgrade a Gordon or a Palmer type. That's a nice little move up. But then I guess you've got to reverse those trades once Haaland's fit. So if I had two free transfers, it's something I'd think about doing. But I think because I've only got the one, I'm going to just try and hold it this week. So if we reset the team, and we'll go to picking the team for this week. So obviously Trippier's out, but we've got Porro on bench. Haaland's out, but we've got Gordon on bench. So it doesn't really matter how we line this up. Maybe just leave Haaland as number one in case he does get up. But, we've got Kabore in case of emergency. Even with Areola, a chance against Wolves, we're back to Bravko against Fulham. Hopefully Newcastle will fire up after their sort of flat performance against Spurs. And then, we've still got two big hitters that we can VC and C. Salah against Man United, so that'll be, a nice rivalry type sort of match. But Son probably has the slightly softer fixture against Forest, admittedly away. So I guess initial thoughts are captaincy on Son, Salah vice captain, but I don't think you can go too far wrong if you flip that around, to be perfectly honest. Other than that, the Sheffield United fixture is a good one for Chelsea, so hopefully the triple up sort of pays dividends there. Alvarez against Palace, again, you'd imagine he'd be the main man up front, so that boosts his chance of scoring a goal. And Gordon, is always a good chance at home. A defence, Gabriel against Brighton, be interesting. Porro against Forest, you'd back him in for a clean sheet, I would have thought. And Simicast against Man United, you know, maybe it's just my bias, but I think he's a good chance of a clean sheet as well. Yeah, so we'll save the team, and yeah, so that's how it's going to stack up going into game week 17. I guess we will try to get a preview video out this week. It's a pretty busy week for me. I found a bit of time to get this video away this morning. But yeah, I think Friday I should be available with a bit of last minute information. But as I said, I can't imagine any trades happening. This team would be more looking at some options for other teams other than the few quick ones we fired off. But yeah, as always, if you've got any thoughts or questions, feel free to comment below this video. If you enjoy the FPL content, remember give the videos a like, subscribe for all of the fantasy content we've got, and other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.